Good evening and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. This time I promise not to be on too long, but basically we're gonna be doing the same as yesterday. I went on and took this vodka vanilla out of the cabinet. I shook it a little bit. I smelled it and I really did not smell any hints of liquor like I have in the past. This was made on the exact same day as that original rum vanilla, the one that's in use now. So this was made on January 12th of 2023. So therefore it is 2 years old. The fact that I did not smell liquor prompted me for the greater good to do a taste test with it. I have to, because I don't want it to go to waste. And I had mentioned that, if somebody wanted some or whatever from my local area, if it tastes right to me, then that offer will still stand, because this is almost a full quart, which is 2 pints. And so therefore it'll be enough, somebody bring a little jar, small jar, they can get some. But if it doesn't taste right to me, if I do not like it, it will not be given away. It'll probably just go to waste. But before then, I have a plan. If it still tastes like liquor, first of all, I'm going to do 2 taste tests. The first time I taste it, I'm going to taste it right there in the ice cream. The second time that I taste it, I'm going to add a little bit of honey to the ice cream plus the vanilla to see if that kills the taste, because remember, I added a little bit of honey. I added a teaspoon to this, mixed it in really well about a year ago. And I saw in a video where they said pure honey, not the store-bought mess, but they said pure honey, a teaspoon of it per quart, and I think a half teaspoon per pint will take the liquor flavor out of it if you still taste like an alcohol flavor. I haven't been back to it since. I haven't tasted it. I haven't smelled it. I haven't shaken it, nothing. So it's just been sitting there for a year collecting dust in the cabinet. So we're going to see, it might have worked. I don't know. We're going to find out. So I'm going to taste it 2 ways. Now, if it tastes okay, the first way without the honey, then I'll go no further with it. Okay, and while we're waiting on this ice cream to soften up a little bit, first of all, I'm still eating on Christmas crack, y'all. I meant to tell you yesterday that I got all my New Year stuff put away, so I ended up with 2 nice-sized bags of black-eyed peas to put in the freezer, and surprisingly enough, a nice-sized bag of collard greens. I thought I was going to go through them, but it was actually more than what I thought. So I'm glad about that, because I can eat on that some more this winter. Probably next month I'll eat some more black-eyed peas, and then I'll put some greens, with them. Or if I just want to put some greens with anything, I know I have that bag in the freezer. Plus I have 2 more bags that aren't cooked in the small freezer, and they will be cooked before summer, or maybe early summer, late spring, once I get my new greens started. Now, while we're waiting, I want to talk about, I looked online and on a video, because when I explained how to make vanilla on yesterday, I didn't have the ratio correct. But before I get to the ratio, first of all, I wanted to mention, when you make your new vanilla, and this is my new one from yesterday. Let me shake it, because I haven't shaken it today. You shake it once a day for the first week. After the first week, you shake it once a week for a month. After a month, you put it away, let it set, and then you shake it at that point whenever it crosses your mind. So usually I will shake my vanilla if it's, in process, or once it's extracting. I will at least shake it once a month, once it goes into the cabinet. So right now we're on the once a day, and we're going to continue on the once a day once the new vanilla beans arrive. Okay, now the second thing, I want to explain the ratio with the scale. Okay, for each pint of vanilla, you need 1 ounce of vanilla beans. So if this is, okay, this is the honey here. This is a pint. So an ounce of vanilla beans is 10 vanilla beans. So that package of 10 that I purchased, if I were making a pint of vanilla, I would cut those beans in half, so that'll give me 20, but technically it's 10 full vanilla beans. And that's what I would add to the pint. If you're making a quart this size, you need 20 vanilla beans, which would be 2 ounces. And so once you order 1 ounce of vanilla beans, which is 10, it goes up to 25. So basically you would have enough to do a quart with those 25 and then have 5 left over. That is the reason why when I was making these vanillas for the past 2 years, I had vanilla beans left over. And so I just took those leftover vanilla beans and divided them between the rum vanilla that I just harvested, as I'll say, and the Kirk and Sweeney, which is almost a year old. Okay, so I wanted to get that out the way. So your ratio, once again, for 1 pint, you need 10 vanilla beans. So just order a pack of 10, and then you can always add more. But for the FDA standard, and if you're selling it, and like I said before, even if you're giving it away, you want to do it correctly by the FDA standard. That is your rule. Anything more or less is not correct according to the FDA. So therefore, but you can still, I wouldn't say do less, but definitely more. If you want a stronger vanilla, you can do a double fold, triple fold. Mine, I know that Kirk and Sweeney is at least a triple fold. This one, triple fold, because although the beans are weakened because they've already been used to extract, so I'll be adding probably 5 beans to that. So now the solution to this, if it still tastes like liquor, it's not going to be tossed or anything. What I will do is take the rest of the vanilla beans that I just ordered and add them to this. And they will begin the extraction process again, and we'll extract some more, and that should kill the taste. This will just end up going a little bit longer than 2 years, if that's what it comes to. Okay, so let's see. This isn't soft yet. So, hey y'all, let's change subjects for just 1 minute. It is Christmas on the Que-stead. My yarn order started coming today, so I got two orders. I have 2 more things that are due to come. I think I told y'all that I did the order. Yeah, I did the little knits. So it's taken this long, and then the other orders haven't even shipped yet. And I ordered everything basically at the same time, within a day apart of each other. And since they were on vacation during the Christmas holidays, they came back the day after New Year. So they got this first one shipped. It arrived in a couple of days. The other one hasn't shipped yet, and they're going in the order of which the orders were received. So I'm quite sure that there are orders in front of my second order, which was done 24 hours later. So my first order was of this Sakura yarn. It's Pima cotton, and I ordered the 20 skein mystery pack of it, and it was 85% off. This would have normally cost, these 20 skeins would have normally cost me $280. I didn't choose the colors, they choose them, but it's a mystery pack. I'm not too crazy about the colors, but like I said on my Facebook post, I am thankful because I poked a hole in the package so I could feel the texture of the yarn. It is very soft. I said I could either get 2 shawls out of this, but it's a thicker yarn. It's considered chunky, and you use a size L hook, which is one of your bigger hooks. I think I'm going to make a little travel blankie with it. You can never have too many blankies, but this won't be for indoors or anything. It'll be for me traveling. If I go out of town or something like that, I'll have that blanket. I can put it over me if I'm somewhere and it gets chilly. I can take it to the doctor, that type of thing. I can just carry it with me. It'll be small enough to do that, but yet and still not big enough for a house blanket. So I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing with this yarn. And I only bought it because it was the deal of a century. The other yarn that I ordered is called the Noro, and And I will show you that in a minute. Oh, well, no, here it is right here. Here's one skein. I ordered 3 skeins of this Noro. And what it's called is Noro Hazuki or something like that. Haratio. Wait, Haratio. Haritio. Whatever that. I can't remember the not the spelling, but the pronunciation. I think it's called Haritio or Harisho or Harito. I think it's Harito. Okay, well anyway, it comes in a nice size ball. It's like 480 yards. I ordered 3 of these, which is going to be enough for me to make that reading shawl. And so some of you have seen those shawls that I wear over my shoulder. I have that pink one, and I have various colors of that shawl in the chunky yarn. Well, this is a thinner yarn, but I'm getting ready to make it with this. And as you can see, it's full of different colors, and the colors flow. And I have 3 of these, so that will be more than enough to make that shawl. Okay, and so that's all that came. Now, the other 2 that I'm waiting on, I had ordered 2 skeins. And remember, everything that I got was, at least, this was 60% off. This is that yarn that's normally, I said $50, but it's $45 per ball. It is 40% silk, 40% cotton, which is the best cotton. I don't know what it is, but it's soft. I don't know where it came from. And then 40% polyamide, which is, and polyamide is a fiber, but that fiber is used to strengthen other fibers. So if I were to pull on this yarn, I cannot break it because of the polyamide. So I'm glad about that, because they only put that in fiber yarns. You won't find that in acrylic yarns that you can just snap. This will have to be cut if I want to you know, separate it, which I don't want to do. But anyway, so I have 3 of those. So what I'm waiting on, I ordered 2 skeins, and it was 50% off of 100% mulberry silk yarn. And they're not skeins, but they're hanks, those little twisty twists. So it is not much, but it's enough for me to make a little silk shawl or a nice silk scarf. I can make a oversized scarf with it, extra wide, because it's quite a bit of yarn. I think it's 250 yards of it, and that's a lot to make a scarf. I could get 1 scarf out of 1 skein, so I can make an extra long, wide scarf. So that scarf can be worn as a shawl, you know, because it'll be wide. I can wrap it around. I can use it, you know, over my head, like I was showing you with that shawl the other week, last week, the day that I was barbecuing and told you about the yarn. That's the size that I will get out of that silk yarn. The only difference is it'll be a little bit thinner. And then I also ordered, it was a mystery pack of 10 skeins of Egyptian linen and Japanese paper. It's called Japanese art paper, but it's not paper as in paper that you tear, but it's a paper. It looks like paper, but it's not paper. It's some type of fiber. And it's mixed with the linen, and it's supposed to create a beautiful drape. So that will be used to make another shawl. It might not be the reading shawl again, because I already have 2 of those, and then I'm getting ready to have a 3rd in the thinner yarn. So I'll look up a nice pattern, probably with that yarn, because each yarn that I ordered, I can go on YouTube, pull up the name of the yarn, and all kind of tutorials will come up with different items that you can make with that yarn. Okay, then I got out, and this is from 2018. First of all, you all have seen this, and I'm still working on it. This is that silk scarf that I'm working on. And so I'm using the diamond mesh. It's extra wide. I still have quite a bit of yarn, so it's going to be long. I'll be able to turn it over my head and wrap it around me and all that stuff. And then in 2018, I haven't even used these, but I bought a set, and I have 7 of them. In fact, here's some of the others in the bag. These are furrow hooks. Oh, actually, you all have seen them, because Diana, you had asked me about them. I bought the set back in 2018 because these are ergonomic hooks. I haven't talked about them, but they're ergonomic. As you can see, they're larger, and so they fit your hand easier. It keeps you from cramping up and everything. And the hooks are designed to not snag the yarn. It's made for using fiber yarn. You can use any yarn with it, but I mean, fiber yarn, you do not stand a risk, because if you're using like a wooden hook or even a aluminum hook, those hooks can bend, they can snag. Lots of times they get caught in between the yarn and split it. These are designed not to do that, but I hadn't really used them until I found this silk yarn a few weeks ago. So I brought them out. Okay, so I had ordered that, and I had also ordered, when I ordered that in 2018, that was back when money was running good, okay? My mom was still alive, so I decided to treat myself that year. They had a Christmas sale with furls. And I also ordered a leather crochet bag. This thing is heavy, but it's good for your nicer yarns because the bag will protect your yarns. And so then I put and y'all seen these scissors because I garden with them. Well, no more. I can use my regular beat up $2 scissors for the gardening because of the simple fact these are Ginger scissors, and those scissors cost like $50 and they last forever. Even my big pair. I went to the greenhouse today and brought them out, and I washed them. I cleaned up all the scissors and I put them in the bag. This is another furls hook. This is a size end because they have all the sizes. So I did order an extra end back in 2019. This is some other yarn that I had from 2015. This is silk and alpaca yarn. So I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna make like a real thin summery shawl with this. And then last but not least, I had went to Value World, and here's that other Normal yarn that was in the bag. Oh, the bag holds a lot, you guys. In 2018, I went to Value World, and Value World often get crochet items in, hooks and all that stuff. And so I'll look through the yarn. They usually sell these big bags full of yarn, like if an estate comes in and the person knitted or crocheted. Sometimes they have fiber yarns. Most time it's just your regular acrylic yarn. Well, this one day they had a big bag for $3, and it was full of acrylic yarn, but at the very bottom was this. And I bought that bag, and when I got home, I threw all that acrylic mess away because it was yarn that had been messed over. It was tangly and all that stuff just thrown in the bag. But this was there. This, first of all, the price tag on it, this cost, whoever that person bought it, it cost them $54 for this one skein. And it's a skein, it's big enough to make, on here it tells you what to make with it, or what you can make, which is a cowl, which is, you know what a cowl is. But that's number one. And number two is 100% cashmere. So this is a fiber. So I kept it, and I hadn't done anything with it since I've had it, which has been like 7 years now. But guess what? Something's going to be done with it. So I put it in the bag too. All this is in the bag so that when it's time, I will use it. Now I am going to start my shawl. I'm going to start it Tuesday because Monday my eyes will be dilated. I will be as blind as a bat until Tuesday, possibly longer, because I want to make sure my eyes are totally back to normal before I start working with this bad baby from Japan, okay? So I'm not going to start yet. So in the meantime, I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to finish up my silk shawl. Okay, so the ice cream is now soft. Okay, and of course, I have my handy dandy spoons here. So let's do this taste test real quick, and then we'll wrap this up. And so far, the phone hasn't rang. Oh, another thing, I made an executive decision, y'all. And that's one reason why I decided to come on today. Remember last night after I tasted that Kirk&Sweeney vanilla, and I said it's ready now because you know, there was no liquor taste, so I do not need to add any more vanilla beans to that at all. So that freed up vanilla beans for this vodka vanilla if needed, and it freed up some extra beans. Why am I going to wait a whole nother year? And hold on just 1 second, I'll be right back. I am back. Why am I going to wait a whole year to do, because I said I'm going to do one more batch of the Kirk&Sweeney, like the one that's a year old. I said I wanted to take that to 4 years. Okay, since it's 1 year and that is ready, that is letting me know that this one that I made on yesterday will be ready in 1 year. I can start using that, and that's only if that rum vanilla runs out. So I said, why am I going to wait a whole year to make that next batch of it? No, don't need to. Y'all, I forgot. I have these jars here. I don't know what, this is 2 quarts. I'm assuming a gallon. This will get me through life, okay? So what I'm going to do is, since I'm waiting, I can make that, I'm gonna go on Tuesday, once I can see again to drive, because I won't be able to drive on Monday. I'm gonna go on Tuesday, and I'm gonna go on and spend the money. It's gonna delay my little seed ordering for a week or two, but I'm gonna go and buy that good bottle, the Grand Superior, what's it called? Hold on, I don't forgot the name of it. Kirk and Sweeney, okay, Grand Reserva. I'm gonna be buying a bottle of the Grand Reserva, that $56 bottle. Whew. But I'm gonna go, when those vanilla beans get here, I can go and start that batch, and I will order another batch of, this time I will have to order 25 vanilla beans, and I'm gonna get it going now. And then that way, in a year, the one that's a year old will be 2 years old, and then that new one will be 1 year old. I can mix those two together in this big bottle and just let it set. It's going to become, I'm going to call it a mother jar. And a mother jar is when you just mix all these vanillas and stuff together. But I'm calling that my mother jar, or the grandmother jar, okay? Because that's going to be some good vanilla. Okay, and then I will be able to use this one, and this one will definitely get me through until this one is 4 years old. Okay, so let's do this taste test, because the ice cream is now melted. Hold on. Let me smell this real quick. I'm really not smelling liquor, so let's hope I don't taste it. Okay, I just put it, hold on. I want to get a nice chunk of it on the spoon. Here it is. And we're going to put it into the ice cream. And I'm not going to mix it. I'm just going to take a hunk of it and eat it. Nope. I'm still getting that back end of liquor. Ugh. I just don't like the vodka. And you know what? Vodka is clear and tasteless. That's the reason why you can taste the alcohol in vodka. Vodka is really, I think it's made for mixing. People drink vodka and orange juice, and you usually mix something with it. And I think that's the reason why you get the back end taste. That's my thought. Being a non-drinker, you wouldn't have thought yesterday, but being a non-drinker, it's just hitting me different. The rum, on the other hand, because I happen to like sweetness to begin with, the rum was perfect for me. And yeah, I could taste the liquor in it, but then once the vanilla was ready, within 6 months, with that other one, I didn't even taste liquor. I could start using that one in 6 months. But then I went on and took it 2 years. And then when we did that 18-month taste test, it was perfect. I loved it. And I love it now at 2 years. But the vodka, this is 2 years old, and I'm still tasting the liquor flavor. So I'm taking the other spoon, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more vanilla in there, and then I'm going to take a teaspoon of honey, and then I'm going to eat it with the honey and see what happens. That's the second experiment. If that doesn't work, I'm thinking by adding more vanilla, because this doesn't have 2,000 beans in it. This one only has your regular. This has the FDA amount. I never added more beans to this before. And that may be all it needs. It's just more vanilla beans. Okay, so now let's put the vanilla on here. And then we're going to take a little scoop of honey. I just did it. Put that on top. And then we're going to scoop this up. Hold on, I need to change spoons. Okay, back to my regular spoon. And let's see how this tastes. I'm still getting that. I'm still getting, even with the honey, I'm getting that liquor taste. Okay. It's a bust. But as you can see, you cannot see vanilla in there because I used the 20 the 20 beans for the quart, but that's it. I never added more. It's time to get it extracting again. So what I will do is take half of those beans that I ordered and I'm gonna put them in here and start extracting it. And then we're gonna revisit this in July. And I'll probably have Sherry to taste it because, get another palate, because I'm sensitive to liquor because I don't drink. Sherry might not taste the liquor in it. And if she don't or whatever, she can take it. But I don't know. But me, I can taste it. And, and it left a horrible aftertaste at that. So that's it, you guys. So let me get off of here because I'm at 26 minutes and didn't mean to go this long. So I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. So now you know what the plan is. So I will be back when I make up the new batch of the Kirk and Sweeney. And yeah, it's going to go right with this one, the one that I just started. And in 2 years, this will be ready. And then that other one will be 3 years old. So then I will mix them at that time. And then that next year, I can just start using it because I know in 1 year it'll be ready anyway. And so, but by then, I'll probably be on this one. So that'll just sit there. So someone may inherit that. I don't know. But I think that I will have my lifetime vanilla. So the only reason I will order beans from here on in, after I get this last batch made, it will definitely be for topping off or if I want to make something else with vanilla. Another thing I had mentioned too, I said I don't use that much vanilla, but I forgot to tell you, not only do I use vanilla just for baking, but what I do make several times a year, and I do use the vanilla for that, is I make my shut your mouth barbecue sauce. And so I know I will be using some of that rum vanilla for that, towards the summer holidays and whatnot, or whenever I run out of sauce. And I will be using it for sauces. Remember, I put some in the sweet and sour sauce when I did those pork chops a few weeks ago. I put some in the Christmas crack. I can see where that vanilla can start getting away from me. So I just want to be ready and set and I just want to have enough and whatnot. Okay, so you guys, I'm getting off of here and I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.